It was probably the most expensive one-way ticket. On June 18, 2023, the submersible called Titan was on a mission to see the Titanic wreck at a depth of 13,000 feet. But as we know, life has a knack for flipping the script. Titan suffered a catastrophic implosion and killed all 5 crew members on board. Although it wasn't clear what happened for a few days, millions tuned in to media coverage to see if the sub would be found before its oxygen supplies depleted. There were even live YouTube videos and real-time tweets with the countdown. Large pieces of the Titan, along with presumed human remains, were recovered from and transported to a U.S. port for formal analysis last week. There's a possibility that electronic data could be retrieved, and it would offer important clues about what went wrong. The main cause of the tragedy is said to be an implosion. In an explosion, the force acts outwards, but in an implosion, the force acts inwards. When a submersible is deep in the ocean, it experiences the force on its surface due to water pressure. When the force becomes larger than the force hull can withstand, the vessel implodes. Titan also had an experimental hull design, primarily made of carbon fibers, lighter than traditional materials like titanium or steel, that can potentially crack and break suddenly. Stockton Rush, the CEO of OceanGate Expeditions, which operated the Titan submersible, had spoken about his antipathy to regulations earlier. At some point, safety just is pure waste. I mean, if you just want to be safe, don't get out of bed. Don't get in your car. Don't do anything. That was said by a man who used a video game controller to steer the submersible. Call it fate. But father and son, Jay and Sean Bloom, had declined their seats on the submersible weeks before the event due to safety concerns. But the remaining 5 weren't as fortunate. The victims included Hamish Harding, Paul Henry Narjolet, Shahzada Dawood, his son Suleiman Dawood, and Rush. The U.S. Coast Guard is now leading the investigation into the incident, with the National Transportation Safety Board contributing to their efforts. James Cameron, the director of the movie Titanic, was one of the first experts who suspected an implosion.
I knew what happened. Sub imploded. I sent emails to everybody I know. I said, we've lost some friends. The sub has imploded.
Just as Titanic taught the world safety lessons, so too should Titan's loss, said Charlie Haas, president of the historical organization, the Titanic International Society. Now, OceanGate was, surprise, surprise, closed after the tragedy. The ongoing investigation could have implications for the design and operation of similar submersibles in the future, lead to new safety measures,
safety is number one priority,
improvements in design, and changes in the certification process for such vessels. Seems like we won't stop exploring the deepest depths and highest heights anytime soon. American spaceflight company Virgin Galactic has successfully completed its first commercial flight into space last week. This time, the passengers managed to get their return tickets home.